Hey everybody, this is Beth McCullough. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Iowa in the United States, and I'm here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central with my sweet husband, Steve.
Hi everybody.
So, can we see you, Steve, on the screen? It looks like you're blacked out.
Yeah, well, it's just a technical glitch. I don't have to see myself.
You don't?
No, I'm good.
No? Okay. No. Okay, well, how is everybody tonight? Are you busy getting ready for Christmas? At our house, the Fudge Factory is open.
Yes, it is.
The Product Share Factory is open.
Yes, it is.
Our daughter Abby was here this weekend celebrating Christmas with us and saw all the factories.
So we basically have had our first Christmas already.
We have. It was good.
It was
good.
We really enjoyed seeing her.
Played games and ate good food. And
I won at phase 10. Who knew?
Yeah.
It's like the first time ever.
Yes.
So,
were you angry during the part where you weren't winning?
You know, I always get determined. It's not angry. It's just determined.
So when you throw your cards down, that's determined.
A little muttering under my breath, maybe. Okay, maybe not so much under my breath. Maybe it's just exclamations of frustration that you're talking about.
Something like that.
And you know what? The weird thing about it is, no matter how many times you do that, it doesn't make the cards any better.
Yeah.
They don't change because they're scared of you or anything.
So there were 4 of us playing. Kid number 2, kid number 3, and Steve and I. And who's the calmest?
You are.
Or kid number 2.
Yeah, it's because you two have relatively the same personality, and kid number 3 and I have relatively the same personality.
Something like that. Well, who's on tonight,
we
Steve?
have lots of folks on tonight. They're just gathering up. Bev is on, and Carol, and Jean, and Becky.
Bev, please don't make me put magnets in my project tonight, okay?
Barb Kingsley is on, and Jean, and Holly, and Crystal.
Oh.
And Paula, and Elaine. So people are gathering up.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. So we have this awesome box to do tonight. I'll be like Vanna up here. It is so cute. So Marvelous Marceline was at my house a few weeks ago, and we were talking about our Stamping Joy team party that we had last Friday night, and she brought me this box. It's faceted. It's called a self-closing box. Other demos have made this, and it opens just by squeezing it here. And
what's in there, Beth?
I like to have a unique box just for Joy Team to put Steve's fudge in. So this is what they got in their box on Friday night. And I measured this. I forget now what it was. It's a 3.5 by 2.5 piece of fudge. And they were happy. So that's good. So, but everyone thought this box was cool. So then I made this one. I put this on just a few minutes ago. Did you see this part?
I like that.
Guess who loves you, baby?
Yeah, there's no baby on there, though.
Okay.
So this is probably not appropriate if you're giving it to someone that's not your spouse.
I'm giving it to you.
Oh, okay. Well, then it should say baby on it.
It should.
Wait, just write it on there freehand.
Baby?
Yeah.
Okay. So it might be a private joke there, but we have a guess who loves you, baby joke. Okay. So I have a template and everything else. He's like, stop. Just stop. Okay. I want to show you some Christmas cards I got. Steve got 2. They're for both of us.
Okay.
This is from Linda Mandernack. She is a Joy Team member. Isn't that darling?
Oh, it is beautiful.
Little gingerbread house. And
look at the detail.
Parts of this are from a paper pumpkin in the past, and parts of it are other creations that she added to it. It's just darling. I love it. And here's another beautiful card. This one is from Diana Knapp. Is Diana on tonight?
I haven't seen Diana join yet, but sometimes she joins late.
And she put scripture in here too, which is super sweet. It's a beautiful card. This is vellum. She embossed the snowflakes on the vellum. Really pretty. Thank you so much, Diana. Here's another card, a beautiful cardinal. This is from Wendy Morell. She is another Stamping Joy team member who was here at our party Friday
I think
night.
the cardinal is beautiful. But
Isn't it pretty?
I have such mixed emotions about cardinals because I like them so much, but I'm a Cub fan. So I'm genetically
it's back
disposed.
to baseball.
It is all the time.
This is so pretty. Joyce Holland. I don't know if you're on. Have you seen her name tonight?
I haven't seen Joyce yet either.
Joyce is usually on, and she bought a share. And not only did she buy a share, but she sent me a check, and it came in this gorgeous Christmas card. So I was pretty excited. Thank you so much, Joyce. And this is from Chris Robinson. She might be on. Actually, she told me she wouldn't be on tonight. And this also had a check for a product share. So I guess if you send me a check, you have to send a pretty Christmas card with it.
But to be clear, that doesn't make her like the card anymore. Okay, she loves all the cards, whether they have checks
Look
or
who's
not.
here. Craig asked her, where have you been? We haven't seen or heard from you for weeks or months. Craig and his beautiful wife came and had breakfast at our house a couple months ago, and there's been no contact since. But I'm glad you're here tonight. He resurfaced when he heard the word fudge.
He did, and he already admitted that. He owned it. Debbie Lindauer is on live for the first time tonight.
Oh, hi, Debbie. Thank you for joining us. We really do get around to making something, so stick around. There's Prize Patrol. If you do hashtag Prize Patrol, you'll be entered in the drawing at the end. And we don't take that long. We're never longer than half an hour, but you should enter. Last week's winner is Sandy Gao. I don't know how to say her last name. Sandy from Cedar Rapids. If you're on, I want your email address. I have your snail mail. And this is from Marvelous Marcelin, also a Joy team member. So thanks, you guys. We love getting the Christmas cards.
So 8 of you folks have already entered hashtag Prize Patrol in the comments.
So you have a 0.125 chance of winning.
Right. But if you haven't done that already, do that now so that you'll be enrolled in the drawing that we're going to do at the end of the video. That's hashtag Prize Patrol, all one word, all small letters.
Okay, I have another thing to show you quick. The I Want It All share is $60 shipped. That's with priority mail, $100 of insurance. It's a sure thing. I mailed out 8 today, but this is what it comes with. You get 1.25 yards of these 6 ribbons. It's basically everything except the soft succulent that's not available right now. And I wrap it around my hand and wrap paper. I mean, I try to make it really nice. And then the embellishments, there's actually 2 sides of embellishments, but I tell you how many there is, what the name is, and what the number is in the catalog. So if you use up all your stars, you can quickly see what number to order more. But I'm showing you 2 sides because there's 2 cards in each package, because these are all the embellishments that you get. So it's a ton, and it's nice to get a little bit of everything. We also have doilies in there. You get 6 of the doilies. And then, you know, I was going to go down the list. Could you grab one of the sheets off the table?
Sure.
This is the pearlized paper. This, I can't wait to stamp on this. It's awesome. And then this paper is probably the prettiest designer series paper they've ever had. And it comes in a 6x6. Can you see how pretty that is? It's just gorgeous.
Honey, there are no sheets on the table.
Okay. You talk and I'll go get it.
Okay.
It's on the table.
So what I'm going to do is, rather than go through every single sheet of paper, I'm going to create a fan so you can see lots of different types of paper all at once.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Here's the sheet of paper that's not on the table.
I'm not a good finder. We know that is not even a question.
You were not.
Well, look at that one. That one's got like map on it.
This is vellum. Make sure you keep them in the same order. It's vellum. It's super pretty.
Okay,
so is that shimmer paper. Okay, this is one of my favorites. This comes in a 4x6 and it's called Abstract Beauty. And it's got a lot of gold foil in it. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
Oh, that's pretty.
I see a card in my future here. It's really pretty paper. And then you get a sampling of the celebration free papers. I love these rainbow papers and the marble paper. You also get one of the sweet treat boxes so you can see if you like it. And you also get one of the slimline envelopes. We've been making slimline cards, and Stampin' Up! Finally made us these fun envelopes. And then for the 6x12, one thing with my shares that's different than a lot of people's is a lot of people, if it comes in a 12x12, you just get a 6x6. But for me, if it comes in a 12x12, you get a half a sheet of paper. So it's a lot. You're making more than one card with each kind. And look at this tulip paper. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah, that is gorgeous.
It's so pretty.
It looks like Pella.
But so anyway, and this Valentine paper, I made a cute card with that yesterday. Super fun. Out with this piece right here. And this Crane of Fortune paper, it's got all this gold. It's super pretty. So you really can't tell in the catalog. But anyway, if you order this from me, $60 shipped, you'll have everything. And if you're a demo, you'll be ready for your classes. So I'm going to hand all this to you, Steve.
That's lots of good stuff. I'm going to go
put
set it
back
on the table. I'm
Yeah.
not going to drop it.
So let me know. You can pay with a credit card or Venmo. You can send me a personal check. Okay. So
Hey,
now
let's make a card.
let's make a card. Did people tell us what they're up to for Christmas? Where are you at in the process? Are you shopping? Are you wrapping? Are you fudge making?
I haven't seen any fudge makers yet, but a lot of fudge admirers.
Fudge admirers.
But a lot of people really want to see this box. And Bev promises she's not going to suggest a magnet at the top.
No magnets in the box for Bev. Okay. To make this box, it doesn't take much. Okay. You need a 6-inch by 8.5-inch sheet of cardstock. And then you need 2 pieces of designer series paper. And they measure 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And you have a banner for that, hun. And if you're going to do directional paper, I'm going to show you how to put it on so it's not upside down on your box. Okay. So I'm going to put the DSP off to the side and go back to the 6 by 8.5. Now we're going to score it on the portrait side. Portrait is like a picture hanging on the wall. So little short side at the top. And you're just going to score, put the left edge at 1 inch. Am I showing up on the camera up here?
You are.
Okay, move the cutting blade out of the way. And I'm going to score 1 inch on both of the short sides. Yeah, I was surprised how easy this box is. Now we're going to put the long side at the top. And we're going to score at 4 inches. And I'm going to bring my arm out here. And we're going to score at 8 inches. So short side at the top, 1 inch on each side. Long side at the top, 4 inches and 8 inches. So we just have a little 1/2 inch piece over here. Okay, now if you look at this, it's the exact same on both sides. So you can determine the top and the bottom of the box at this point. But on one end or the other, put the left edge at 2 inches. And we're going to score just down to this 1 inch score line. Don't go all the way down. And then move it over to 6 inches. And do the same thing. So if you look on my template, this is what I've done. 4 inches and 8 inches. And then I scored down to 2 inches and down to 6 inches at this 1 inch score line. Does anybody have questions on there, hun?
Well, here's what I want you to do. I want you to just hold the template up and talk for a minute, because what I want people to be able to do is just put it down a little further.
Okay. And do they want this side or so the writing is up?
Probably the writing up would be fine. But what I'm doing is I'm letting people put their video on pause when they rewatch, and then they'll have a picture of your template.
Okay.
Okay? Go for it.
So we're good. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move the scoring out of the way. And I'm going to get out my paper snips and we're going to start snipping. This end, these two little ends on both sides, we're going to cut away. See where it is on my template where I have the lines? That means just cut it and get rid of it. I'm going to do lots of cutting. Have you thought of a story today?
Oh, I've got lots of stories.
You do. You haven't told me what stories you have.
Well, it's good to surprise you. I like keeping you on your toes.
It's not good to surprise me.
No, it's really not. She doesn't like surprises. She likes safety and security. It's not exactly safe sometimes when I start telling stories.
I bet. Okay, so now this is the 2-inch, 4-inch, 6-inch, and we're going to miter each of these. And this, again, is the bottom of the box. So I'm going to cut on either side of the line up to the score line. So you have a wedge or a miter out of these. Are you telling stories on our darling daughter?
No, well, I could. I was very fortunate that my daughter decided that she knows that I love to go to movies, but with COVID, I haven't gone to the movie theater in a long time.
You haven't gone at all since.
And we found a movie we really wanted to watch called King Richard. It's about the father of Venus and Serena Williams, and it's an excellent show, by the way. You should go see it. But also, because it's late in its running, we knew there weren't going to be a lot of people there. And so I felt really comfortable going, and Beth wanted to see it too. So Abby treated us to a movie as my Christmas present. And it was wonderful. And we all really enjoyed it. Yes. And so I thought that was great. You know, I love it when people think of Christmas presents or that they can give you that they know you're really going to enjoy, even more so that they can participate with you, right?
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun.
Our son Ryan and his girlfriend asked would it be okay if they bought us a gift certificate to a restaurant in town that we like and go with us to dinner? And we were like, absolutely.
Yes. To me, that is like the best. It is the best type of present. Yes. So that's what I really enjoy, just those experiences. So that was fun. And the first Christmas present I've received so far.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you what I did. I cut up the wedges. I cut out these two pieces on the end. And I scored all the score lines. Now, let's get ready to make these. If you have I don't know what it's called. You take a pick tool. There's an end on here, or if you have a scoreboard, you can use that. But I used the little end. Actually, the big end was out. I think it's better to use the little end of that. This is a handy tool. Okay, and what we're going to do is we are going to score.
Oh, wait, you can score without the scoreboard?
You can.
And without folding?
You can.
Wow. This is a revelation to me.
We're going to fold, but
you start the fold by doing what you're about to do.
Yes.
I'm mind blown. I didn't know that that's even possible.
I'm glad I could blow your mind tonight, honey.
There you go. So many things I learned when I do videos with you.
Yeah. You learned something. What was it yesterday? He came up with a color or something, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're like a real stamper.
Yesterday, I
that's
die cut these little tiny hearts.
Honey, if I asked you to get the card you helped make that I sent with the shares, would you be able to find that on the table?
On the table.
It's on the table, but I think we should make bets on whether he can find it on the table.
I'm looking to see if anybody's betting on me. All right, I'm going to find it this time.
Bev will bet on you, honey. Okay, so this right here is the center, and you're going to put your scoring tool down on that, and you're going to go down to this seam where it's cut. Wait, look at that. Good job, honey. You found it.
I did.
So last night, do you guys like this? It says a little something to brighten your day. And the heart has stitching around it, and it's popped up, and the cloud is popped up.
That's my work. The heart and the pop up.
And then I put little hearts in the corner, and I put little hearts on the envelope. So last night we were getting ready for bed, And I was proud of myself because I got like, I don't know, 30 of these done yesterday. And I was like, honey, I have the shares almost ready. All the supplies I have, I need to order more, but the supplies I have, everything's ready. And these were ready. And I got so much done. And what did you say?
I don't remember.
He's like, well, I helped.
I did. I was a part of that.
Yeah.
I was your assistant demonstrator. She gives me the assignment in these little tiny hearts. Now look at these fingers, right? For me, I can't even pick up one of these little tiny hearts. And then I drop the die on the floor.
Oh, that was a treat. I was like, maybe the assistant demonstrator.
I almost got fired.
Watch
As a matter of fact, I did get fired, but I refused to leave because
Okay.
I found it and just started making hearts again.
It was this die right here. He dropped it, couldn't find it anywhere, and I'm like, I kind of needed that.
I got down on all fours on the floor.
It was integral to my design.
The dogs were down there with me looking at me like, what are we looking for anyway?
So anyway, he found it and he finished. But so he cut out these little hearts and then he put a mini Stampin' dimensional on the back. So I cut the paper, did the ribbon, did the embellishments, made the card, but he made this little heart and he's like, I helped with the share.
I did. I did some other things for your shares too. I just can't remember what it was.
Okay. Okay. Back to this.
Help make your labels. Yeah. Now do that. See, I'm supposed to tell stories while you're working.
Oh, I'm
right.
supposed to
When
be
you
working.
Participate in my stories, it makes the video go a lot longer.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We'll hurry. We'll get it done in time. Okay. So we're going to put the score piece right here and we're going to go down to here where it's separated. And I'm going to put my ruler on here. So put down that, bring it down here where you want it to go. And then just score. Look, Steve, it's like magic. Can you see it?
I can see it.
I did this line right here.
Yeah, I'm really
and now
impressed.
I'm going to go from the edge down to this line.
Okay. You do all of those scores.
I'll do all these scores.
And
you see there's 4 of them. And what will you do?
I'm going to show off your puppy because I've already heard from a few people they've seen her in the background and thought she looked really cute.
Oh,
and
so
no, wait,
Molly.
You work. I talk.
Molly is
Molly
the sweetest dog ever.
Molly follows Beth around
I
at
love
her
both
heel
my
all day
dogs.
long and looking up at her. And
During the video, she's down here by my feet. Okay.
So yeah. So this is Molly and her sister's Maya. Her sister Maya.
Are we talking about how obedient Maya is?
She's got a mind of her own. She's got a lot more of what I think would be a cat personality. She decides what she's going to do and when she's going to be compliant. It's not that she's not compliant. She just wants it to be her idea to be compliant. So anyway, and she's asleep because that's what she does.
Well, Maya is 14 and she's a wonderful family dog. She just will do what she wants to do. Right?
Right.
Okay, we're going to take a break from that. And we're going to come over here and do the DSP. Okay. So if you're doing directional DSP, you put it in upside down. Put it on the cutting board upside down, the trimmer. Okay. And all I'm going to do is take it and I'm going to fold it and pinch it. So I know where the center is. And if you want, you can put a pencil mark there. I actually can see it. I'm going to put that in the groove, otherwise known as the trough.
Looking like a hobby farmer.
And then I'm going to check it. And the top is in the groove and the bottom. Hey, I remembered the name groove tonight.
You're in the groove.
We're on a roll. And then I think it's easier if you start this in the center of your paper. Okay. Now you're going to do the same thing. Put that point in the groove. Line up this corner over here in the groove. Start in the center of your paper. I just hold it down so it doesn't move. And then we have the triangle pieces cut like this. Okay. And again, if you have directional, this is not directional paper. Either side works. But if you had directional paper, you would put the upside down part at the top. Oh, I thought you were getting Maya. Nope.
I'll do that next time we need a story. I need to turn off my alarm.
So we are supposed to have 70-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow. And Steve thought that would be a great day to spend 6 hours on the interstate going to visit his mom.
Well, I haven't done it for quite a while. It's supposed to be 71 degrees. So it'd be really nice if I get, blown off the road and I have to walk.
Well, I usually go with him, but Abby is going to go with him tomorrow to go see her grandma. And we do go every month. You say you haven't gone very long, but okay. So do you see what I'm doing? Does anybody have questions? I can't see your questions. And Steve's AWOL right now. Oh,
I was
here he
looking
is.
for your other dog and she's sleeping in the other room.
Okay.
So
we have the pieces cut. Yay. And now all we're going to do is glue them on with the matching. Make sure you put it on the matching sides the way you cut it. So it goes just like that. So you have time to chat if you want.
So Remain Stout is asking me, what is Prize Patrol? Prize Patrol is the drawing for 2 gifts, free gifts that we do at the end of the video.
Every Tuesday night.
Right. And the
gifts are different every Tuesday night.
We have StreamYard actually do a random presentation to pick the winners. And that's why it's important to put hashtag Prize Patrol in the comments, which, Remain, you've already done. So you're now entered.
And if you would like this video and share it, that would be great. We would love to have more friends join us every Tuesday night when we come on. It's fun to meet new people and have more crafters here. So
a little bit more. My mom, the present that I'm taking her, because she lives in memory care, there's not a lot of gifts you can give her, right? And we give her flowers a lot, and she loves that because they're there and she can see them. But this time I'm taking her fudge, which is really going to be meaningful to her because it's actually my father, who's now deceased, that was the fudge maker, big time. Mm-hmm. And he would make...
How many batches? Like 20 batches?
He'd make like 20 batches a year. And so I'm hopeful that when I take her fudge tomorrow and she tastes it, she's going to have lots of good memories.
Yeah. Although, do you think your dad ever had Gutterball fudge?
Oh, yeah. I was there when he had Gutterball fudge.
I was going to say, it seems like Steve usually has 1 Gutterball a year. And this year he's...
right out of the box.
He's 2 for 3. And you're thinking, oh, 2 good ones and 1 bad one. No, he's 2 Gutterballs.
That's not true. The last one was good. It just was a little bit moist. And the good news is when you leave it in the refrigerator for a couple of days, it dries out a little bit. It's perfect.
Okay. So what he's saying is the first batch was bad. He actually was going to throw it away.
That's because it's bad chocolate chips. It was bad ingredients, not...
that wasn't Steve's fault in his defense. Second batch, perfect. I'm like, yes. He's back. He can do it. Third batch, you need a spoon. Do you? And
no.
Maybe you want a spoon.
No,
yes.
No, not anymore. You don't. Because that's the thing about it. If you leave it in the refrigerator uncovered, it starts to dry out. Which, if you do happen to make it a little bit too moist,
we're drying out your fudge for you.
That's how you MacGyver the fudge. But the thing is, if it's too dry, you're done.
You can't moisten
right.
it.
So if you're gonna err on the moist side.
Okay. So I have all those on. You could do this at 3 7/8 if you want smaller gaps. I kind of like the bigger gaps. Usually in the United States, we're shorter and fatter on our cards and our gaps. And in Europe and Australia, they're taller and thinner. But here we are. So now I'm going to put Terran tape. And I'm going to put it down the side. This is the tab that's going to close the box. And then also, I'm going to put Terran tape on 2 of the bottom pieces that I'm going to use to close the box. So every other one. And then on this one, on Marcelin's, she put a piece of DSP up here. That's where I put the optional 7/8 by 3 3/4. Two of those actually, if you want to put one on the front and the back. What I did for mine is ribbon, and I'm going to show you how I did the ribbon. I actually took the tear-in tape and centered it on this top piece and put it all the way down. And then I took the new ribbon, and I have to tell you, I was a little worried about this because this ribbon is in my shares. And so I'm like, I hope I'm not like tearing it back off the boxes, giving my friends in town ribbon from
Recycled
ribbon, because I'm scared to use anything until I know what shares are sold.
How many you need?
And what I have left.
How much of the stuff?
Yeah. So I'm going to take the tear-in tape off and put the ribbon on. And this is 8 inches across here. So I literally just put it on the ribbon and put it down. This is the easiest. Trust me, I tried other ways. I feel like this is the easiest. And then cut it off. Look, I'm using ribbon scissors, honey.
As opposed to other scissors?
Yeah, Steve
Oh, see, I was looking for scissors the other day.
Steve is scared of ribbon scissors.
Because
Okay.
I used them to cut paper once, and that was not good.
That was not good. Okay, so I have the strip of ribbon, and now I'm going to use my bow maker. And I'm just going to make a cute little bow. Do you all have, I know I did a bow maker a couple weeks ago. Hopefully you guys have a bow maker or you're good at making bows. But this makes pretty handy dandy bows. Especially when you can cut it with the ribbon scissors. So what did Craig say about the fudge, except that he's back?
Did someone say fudge? Like we had him at fudge.
Okay.
So Debbie is saying that she's busy addressing the 80 Christmas cards she made. She's been busy.
Oh my goodness, that's impressive. So impressive. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this edge piece off. Who's going to make these boxes? You should make it and put hashtag Stamping Mom so I can see it. Or put it on my my Stamping Mom Facebook page. Okay, so we're really just going to fold this over, and I have the tape bent under. So the box is completely flat. Do you think it's going to work, Steve? He looks
skeptical,
worried.
Honestly, I don't understand how it's going to become 3-dimensional.
See, the box goes like this. To open it, you literally just
squeeze it.
Squeeze it. Yeah, it's like Charmin, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to think. My dry bag that I use for scuba diving is like that.
Yeah. So that's how you open it. Okay. Isn't this easy? You guys need to make these.
Kathy Winter is wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. That is sweet. That's exactly what we want to do.
Merry Christmas to you too, Kathy. Kathy has 3 more sleeps, I believe, before she moves to her new house. So you know something, Kathy? I was thinking I would return the dies to you I used for Sean and Amy's wedding invitations before you move, because I know where your old house is, and you can hide from me in your new house because I don't know where it is. So
it's good to know that as much as you and your team exchange things and borrow things, that it all ends up back home eventually.
You know, Kathy is in charge of our Central Iowa demos, and she was very sweet to let me use that. Okay, I have glue on 2 opposite pieces, and I'm just gonna shut those in.
Do you need a hand? So I am your assistant demonstrator.
But you know something?
Huh?
This isn't the way I want it to be. I wanted it on the back side of those. So I'm going to have to put more pieces on. Sorry. It happens. So I'm just going to fold back the other 2 pieces. So putting it on 2 of the
Hold on a
things
second.
is
Are you
right.
MacGyvering right now?
I am.
Yes. See?
Would you rather have me panic?
No. But you know what's funny is the nice thing about your videos is people get to see us do this live.
You get to see the real deal.
You get to see the real deal. Because
Okay,
you know the
so-
most beautiful card you've ever received was probably MacGyvered.
Yeah.
Right. You just don't know it, and you would never know it unless you watch somebody make it live on a video.
But I will say I actually do practice these before we do them. So there's that. But I had the idea after I've only made one. Marcelin's made like 20. I've made one. But after I made it, I thought it would be easier instead of putting the tear and tape in the air like I'm doing right now, if I did it when the box was flat. And that would have been great if I had put it on the other side.
Right flap.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter which two you put in. And look, no one will know.
It's going to be extra secure now because you've got extra tape.
Okay. And now I'm going to set it down. And the best use for the fine tip glue is to smash it down.
You're using it as a plunger. Really? Wow.
Okay. Now I'm going to look at it. Oh, isn't it pretty? And I'm going to decide which side is the front. Okay. And then I'm going to put the bow on. And I'm just going to use a mini glue dot. And we're almost done. Hang on, Steve. This side looks good. This side looks good too. We're going to put the mini glue dot on and we're going to put the bow on. Spruce it up a little bit. So cute. Now, there will be times when you get done. Like here's one of Marcelin's boxes, but to be fair, it does have a boatload of fudge in it.
Well, that's what people are going to want.
If you have it shut and it doesn't shut, what I figured out is if you take a binder clip and fold it over and really seal. Another thing you could probably do is take your bone folder and really seal this part down. Then it's shut, because I think the cool part about this box is it's shut, it's open. It's shut, it's open.
Yeah, you
so
crimp it to open it.
Yeah. And then you could do whatever you want. I saw another sentiment that would be cute on here. I like this. This is from the new Friends of the Forest. Glad you're my friend. And we are glad all of you are our friends. And we could put it on the front of here. So
awesome box. Beth.
What do you think?
Lots of good compliments.
We are going to do, is Sandy on from
yes,
Cedar Rapids
I
yet?
asked her to send her
Okay.
your stuff. So
Sorry about that. I have your regular address. So tonight we have 2 prizes. Prize number 1 is, well, not this box, but a flattened version of this box. I won't put that part together. I'll give it to you in its flat form because I can't mail this. But actually, you could tell me, do you want a template or do you want the box? But I have to save Guess Who Loves You for honey.
For somebody special?
Yeah, for you. Okay. So prize number 1 is a version of this box that's still flat, so you can put it together. And prize number 2 is a box of Steve's fudge. And do you see the gold fudge boxes, the gold foil? Oh, here's some right here. So these are on the clearance rack. So my tip for tonight is $2 and some cents. This is what we have used as our fudge box for years. And I will have later on my blog this week, the Eden's Garden. I use that to decorate this fudge box and it's super cute. So anyway.
So what are the 2 prizes again?
One of these boxes that's flat, it doesn't have fudge in it.
Okay.
Or should it have fudge in it?
I
don't think we can send this like this. It would get smashed in the mail.
That's true. You'd have to flatten it to send it, but you could always send fudge with it.
Okay.
Okay.
So prize number 1 is fudge, but it's in a pizza box. Prize number 2 is one of these boxes flattened with some fudge.
Okay.
Fudge on both the fudge. I was going to say fudge for everyone, not fudge for everyone. He did that last year, and I spent a long time mailing packages.
Honestly, we have too many people watching the video now. Sorry. Don't mean to
But that's a
disappoint anybody.
blessing.
It's a wonderful thing. But not when you're
How many
sending
people are in
everyone
Prize Patrol?
So we have 18 people in Prize
So
Patrol.
what's the percentage chance they win tonight, honey?
Well, it's about 20 people, so that would be roughly a
5%.
5% chance.
Yeah. Okay.
So here we
Press
go.
the button. Are we on time?
Yep.
We're close.
Close. No, going around and around.
Wendy Morrell. Yay, Wendy.
Yay, Wendy.
Okay, is Wendy on here tonight?
I believe so. And wait a second, what did she just win?
She just won the which one was which?
The first was the pizza box fudge.
She won the pizza box fudge. Okay, Wendy already has fudge. Wendy, you can write in the comments. Do you want to gift your fudge forward or do you want your fudge?
And I won't be offended. So let's do number 2.
Number 2 is for the flat box like this and fudge.
Here we go.
I should be writing these things down.
You should, including who won them. Although we can go back and watch the video later. Sandra. No,
Okay.
you really need to send us your address.
Okay, I have Sandy's ready to go, and she already, you know something, let's say Sandy and Wendy already won fudge. I think you should draw 2 more. They don't want 2 things of fudge.
How do you know?
Can they tell us in the comments?
Yeah.
Wendy says gift it forward, so spin the wheel again.
One more time? Okay, here we go.
Did you like the fudge though, Wendy? Pam Simmons. So Pam Simmons, you won the fudge in the gold box. And what did Sandy say? Is Sandy still on?
She hasn't responded, but you know what we should do? Let's just give away one more fudge.
Okay.
You ready?
We'll give away one more fudge.
Here we
Wendy,
go.
that was sweet of you to gift yours forward.
Here we go.
There's a couple people who really want to win the fudge.
That's why we're doing it.
Shirley, I don't think you've won anything before. Yay. Shirley Frimmel, I need your email and your snail mail address. And the fudge won't get made tomorrow because he's going to brave the winds to go see his mom. So Thursday, are you making fudge again, hun?
Sure.
Okay. Come back next week. We'll have more fudge and more fun. And hope you have a wonderful Advent season and enjoy getting ready for Christmas. We have our Texas kid coming December 21st.
Yes,
that's exciting.
Yep.
And his fiance is coming the 26th. We can't wait for Amy to come. So
right. All good.
You guys have a blessed night and a fun week. And please come back next week. Please share the video and like it and tell your friends and bring them on back with you.
Yep.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.